All right, so it's been about a year since my wife and I first started looking for our second home here in Flagstaff. Been a lot of challenges and a lot of things we've learned along the way. So we are still looking for our home, haven't found it yet, still trying to decide if it's even gonna be possible for us. But we're back up again, we're gonna be looking around again. So in this video, we're gonna tour you guys through a little bit more, take you through a few more areas, show you a few more of the homes we're looking at, tell you why we really want to find a second place up here, and really kind of compare between here and Phoenix, and what has kind of guided us to trying to make this decision. So man, I'm up here looking around right now. It's just beautiful. So if you're interested in hearing about our process, what it might be like for you, if you decide to make a similar decision, then stay tuned. What's up, everybody? It's Greg Corbett with the AZ Lifestyle Group right here in Flagstaff, Arizona. If this is your first time to this channel and you're looking to find out everything you need to know about what it's like living in and or moving to both the Phoenix metro area and also Flagstaff, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. We are helping people from all over when it comes to finding the best places and neighborhoods to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about making a move and you need any assistance whatsoever, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when it comes to moving to both Phoenix and Flagstaff, Arizona. All right, Shan, a lot to catch people up on. We're here in August, up here in Flagstaff. It's been, I think, about 10 months since we first started our kind of journey last year, as far as when we were coming up here, brought the family up, did the Airbnb thing last year and started kind of our search, showed you guys a tour of that. And so now we're here. It's been a long 10 months. A lot has happened. We've looked at a lot of houses. Mostly online, but done a few tours, have popped up here a little bit. We still don't have a house. We've made multiple offers.
Still don't have a house.
But obviously, as everybody knows, the market's been a little crazy this year. What are your thoughts on what we've gone through real quick so far and like where we're at now?
It's been slightly disappointing. We really thought that this summer we would have our own house to come up and stay at and be able to visit, and that just hasn't happened. So we've had to be really patient and just kind of wait for the right thing to happen. But I think we're really looking for maybe $1 million house for under $1 million. So what we're looking for is probably hard to find.
Or half that, but
yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, it's been crazy. Like what we were seeing last year obviously is a completely different price point this year. We're not giving up hope. We just like it too much. There's too much to like about this, but we're also trying to be very smart, and there's only so much you can afford anyway. But we want to keep going. We want to keep doing this. Part of what we're doing, we're up here for a week just to kind of enjoy ourselves, take some time off, show Quinn around, give Quinn a little bit of time, up in the woods during the summer so she can cool off a little bit and have some fun outside. I mean, that's a lot of the main driver on how we got to this point, based on last year anyway. But so what we want to do is we kind of want to show you guys, a tour of what we're doing this week, just to kind of show you why we love Flagstaff as much as we do. Show you what we've been doing with Quinn, kind of take you on a tour of that, and then we'll kind of get into the home search a little bit as well, to kind of show you that aspect of it as well. So for those of you who just want to see the tour, you got that, and for those of you who just want to see kind of what the home search looks like, we'll break everything down in the chapters in this video so you can fast forward to whatever you want to see. All right, Shan, so far this week, let's kind of talk about what we've been done. It's Sunday right now. We got up here on Tuesday. Let's talk about and share kind of the things that we've done with Quinn so far that we've enjoyed.
Yeah, we've explored a lot of parks while we've been here. We've got a good handful of all the parks that are around town, and have kind of picked out some favorites that we've been to a couple times already. Yeah. That's been one of the main fun things that we've got to do, is spend a lot of time outside.
So we've gone to Now I'm going to forget all the names. We've been to so many.
The one that we're staying closest to right now is Bushmaster Park.
Bushmaster, okay.
And we've liked that park a lot, especially because it's full of trees and shade in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So while it's kind of warm, we've been able to still go there and play.
Yep.
We went down kind of downtown to Thorpe Park, and that
Yep.
was a fun park. They had a lot of fun stuff for Quinn to do there. It got warm in the morning because the sun was getting hot and there was a lot of shade, so we spent a little bit of time there. And yesterday we went to
Yeah, the one. So yesterday was. Now I'm going to space it too. It's right next to Continental Country, Fox Glen Park. It was Fox Glen Park, so we went back there. That was one of the parks we went to when we were here last year. Really cool park there. All those three are kind of play areas for Quinn, places that have like sports fields like baseball fields, soccer fields, tennis, that type of thing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out doing stuff.
Yeah.
At Bushmaster Park, they have a skate park. There was a lot of kids out there.
Yep.
Just a lot of families, little kids, bigger kids. Everybody was out playing.
So we'll show you guys all that. We also went to Buffalo Park, which is basically 5 minutes away from where we're staying right now. That place is amazing. Gives you some of the most amazing views you can find up here. And just a really great place that we found that Quinn could kind of, can't go too far, but she can kind of walk in. It's pretty flat. The terrain's good.
Not a play park with equipment,
Yep.
but just an open for trails. When we happened to go up there, there was a lot of runners. It seemed like there was a lot of either high school or college, like cross-country teams.
Yeah.
Up there training. So
Lots
there's a lot of people
training.
up there running, some people on their mountain bikes, and it was just a nice kind of flat trail that Quinn was able to get some distance, and we were able to see some pretty nice views while being able to be outside.
And then we went to the Arboretum yesterday. And today we got to go up to Snowbowl and hang out. So we've definitely cruised around town, looked around at a lot of stuff, enjoyed a lot of it. Let's cut to a tour of all those. We'll kind of show you guys the highlights of that. We'll show you a quick tour of that. And then we'll come back and kind of talk about our home search a little bit more. right, so if you guys are getting any value out of this video at all, please make sure to hit that like button. We appreciate it a ton. Helps the channel, helps us provide more good content for you, lets us know if we're doing a good job. Shan, should we ask for likes?
Like.
Yes, thank you. All right, so now that we've gone through some of the fun stuff that we've been doing this week, let's talk about, and it's not necessarily not fun, but let's talk about some of the chores we've been doing a little bit, which is looking at houses and still trying to figure out if we can find a second home up here. You know, why don't we recap on what we're ideally looking for?
So when we think about what we're ideally looking for, we wanted a house with space so people can come up and stay with us, let it be in the summer or during holidays. So I think ideally we'd want minimum 3, hopefully 4 bedrooms, 2,000 square feet, but also a good sized yard that we could come out and spend summers at. I mean, this house that we're staying in is just insane right now. It's like, would be our dream home. So
this is a great house for reference. So we live in a 1,500 square foot house down in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Perfect for our size family, but we want to be able to grow. And again, for like Shan said, for us, if we're up here, we want people to be able to come visit us. So having more room is definitely important. So I think that 1,900, 2,000 square foot mark is definitely what we're shooting for. And then having the size yard that we're looking for, that's been the biggest challenge.
Well, it's a challenge because we are in a certain price point that we're trying to stick to right now, and of course everything that's big and has a beautiful backyard exceeds what we want. It's funny now.
So if you go back and check out some of our footage from last year, there was a house that we really liked. It was kind of in a cool neighborhood, just kind of you know, random part of town that we hadn't been to before. That was probably listed at $515 with like a huge, it must have been like a 20 to 30,000 square foot lot. We're in a 20,000 square foot lot right here,
but an amazing house.
That was $515, and you know, it was a little dated, but for that would go for 600 plus every day today. So it's crazy to see. Obviously, you know, for anybody who's watching our channel, not only for Flagstaff, but also in Phoenix. I mean, we've gone through some major changes price wise. So
you know, stuff we saw a year ago that we thought we might have could have bought, or you know, a little more expensive than we wanted then, but we still could have happened, totally out of our budget now. So we're just kind of in this waiting period where, do we spend more? Do we wait? What's going to happen?
Save up more.
Yeah. Do we just keep saving for a while so we can get the right house? We did see, and I think we were surprised by this, like a great townhouse. And kind of made us question some things. You know, would we rather live in a townhouse versus, you know, kind of a house with a big yard? And definitely contemplated some things that, you know, we might have to settle on if we want to move up here sooner than later.
Yeah, we'll show you guys that tour, because I think you know, for both of us, we're like, we've been looking so long, and I think a lot of people go through. So you look so long, and you just want to make a decision on something. And then you start kind of maybe cutting some corners, and then you have the conversation later, and you're like, do we really want to do that? That was a beautiful house. It'll probably get multiple offers, but it's to not have the yard like what we're seeing here. That's just not what we want to do.
We're just trying to be patient and hold out for what we really want, and then know the house that we get will be something we have for a long time. So we just are trying to be patient and not just. No, I try to convince Greg every house we see that it's totally fine and perfect for us. So I'm more than happy to move up here and whatever we can find.
So let's go ahead and show you guys some of the tours of the houses that we went to. Some of them we liked, some of them we didn't like, probably most of them we didn't like. But we'll give you guys a tour through each one and give you a general idea of what's going on right now. All right, we're at our first tour location. We are kind of just north of downtown Flag right now. Really cool neighborhood. I like a lot of what this has to offer. For, you know, those of you who've kind of seen some of our previous videos, a lot of what we've been searching for has been for us. There is not a lot for us on this trip, so we're going to look at a little bit of everything to just kind of give us a little bit better idea of what's out there, but also to show you guys kind of some stuff that's out there. So let's kind of take a trip through this one here. This is a cool house. It's a 3-bedroom house, master bedroom upstairs, and then a couple small bedrooms here with a little couple living spaces. So we'll take you through. So you got this kind of space for a piano here. This is your full hall bath for 2 small bedrooms here. I believe this is a laminate wood floor. Another small little bedroom here. And then they've got a little movie room set up over here. They just need a little projection screen. 3/4 bath down here with a shower. Really nice kitchen area that's kind of opened up. They did a good job on their remodel, you know, decent cabinets, nothing too flashy. And then you got the laundry room over here. Now we'll head upstairs to the master. So you kind of walk right up, so you're just basically walk right into the room. A little bit of a vault here. They've got a cool little setup with the fireplace and the TV. We'll go hit the backyard, really cute backyard area. Here's your master bath, nice big walk-in shower, dual vanities. And then they've got, you know, a pretty sizable walk-in closet, and also a little kind of computer / work area. All the wiring for the house comes up here. This is probably for that movie room downstairs. And then you've got attic access here. So cool house. We're gonna take a look at the backyard. There's a little kind of something they're working on out there. It looks like they're trying to finish it. It's not done yet. Could be turned into like a little guest space or workshop. So we'll check that out real quick. Got a cool little garden going on. Very nice and protected, lots of trees. And then this is kind of that little space that they're working on. I love the swings for the whoever wants to come out and enjoy the weather. This is like a garage door that I believe opens up. So right now it's kind of a workshop / looks like they're trying to drywall and finish it off, maybe turn it into a bedroom. I don't understand this this bathroom setup, if this is going to turn into a room. It's kind of a little random, but anybody who might have like a something creative they want to do with it, maybe there's an opportunity there. So this is probably higher than we can go on ours, but definitely a cool neighborhood, one that we thought was worth checking out, one that we wanted to share with you guys. All right, and stop number 2. We're not too far from the last one, probably between 5 and 10 minutes away. I still really like this neighborhood. I'll give you kind of a quick peek. Very quiet, very charming, just has a lot of appeal to it. Now, I walked the house already. I'm not a huge fan of the house. This is a fix and flip. Overall, you know, if you guys start watching me, I'm not a huge fan of fix and flips unless somebody really does an amazing job. If you're just kind of redoing tile and carpet and cabinets, you know, it doesn't really do too much for me, but let's take a look. So you got this wide open area here. Quinn's watching more videos. Yeah. Quinn, what are you watching? What are you watching? Are you watching Lion King? Yeah. What's she watching, Mom?
Timon and Pumbaa.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Hakuna Matata.
Her favorite. So you got this kitchen that was redone here. Kind of a goofy kitchen in general. I mean, if you've got this kind of little kitchen and then you got this big wide open area here, and then you've got this kind of living space over here. I mean, this isn't bad, but you got the step up to it. And then all of your bedrooms going down here. So you got one here, small bedroom, another small bedroom, and then the master here. The master bathroom, very small. This is the type of stuff that's keeping us from buying. This is a $699 house right now. One of the things that we tend to focus on the most, which is the yard. I mean, I love all the pine trees, so that's always a positive, but you know, for the space that we typically are looking for, kind of like the one, you know, the yard that we have at our rental right now. I mean, this would not be one that I would probably recommend to anybody I was working with, but you know, there's always something for everybody, but I feel like it's helpful to kind of show you guys either way. All right, we are back at it again. I'm gonna go tour a couple more houses. We are back in Ponderosa Trails. This neighborhood has had a ton of listings that we've been interested in, but they've all been really popular. I'll give you kind of again, a little street view of what's going on. We're kind of set up pretty high here. You can see a very huge slope driveway, but for the location, it's pretty cool. We'll take you on a quick little browse through. I do want to show, like, this is kind of nice here. You have a little open space off to the side there. It's super quiet right now. Just kind of listening to the air blow through the pines is always one of my favorite things to listen to. This is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, I believe. About 1,800 square foot. I'll get all the details as we cruise through, but you kind of walk in, you got like an open little dining space here, and then you go into your main living space, kitchen off to the side here. Nice island with some bar seating, little entertainment unit here, a little high shelf. Shan, what's your first impression?
I like it. I think it's a lot better than what the pictures say.
Yeah.
It's a lot more, I mean, the pictures it looks small, but it's a lot more spacious.
Yeah, the open layout, I think, does it a lot of justice. So we'll take you through. There's 2 bedrooms here that kind of share a Jack and Jill bath. Nothing enormous, but super clean. These are the types of ones that we tend to be attracted to because you can go in, it doesn't seem like it's got too much to have to put into it, but if you wanted to paint, redo the carpets, redo a few little cosmetic things here and there, then it's got some promise. And then you're not also hopefully not paying top dollar. Here's the master. So this is kind of off to the back of the house. You've got a door out to the side yard here, vaulted ceilings, nice size master bath. Nice little soaking tub, walk-in shower. You've got dual vanities. So you got one on this side, one on this side. So a good amount of space. And then check to see if closet here. So decent sized closet. Our big thing, what we're looking for is, yard space. So we'll take you out to the backyard. It's not huge, but it's really nice. So you got a nice covered patio / deck that's raised up here. Again, here's that space off to the side. So you've got, decent amount of privacy. They have fenced it in, which is nice, especially with us with a couple dogs. Nice to have a little fenced in yard, and also with Quinn with us as well. Not a ton done to the backyard, but what do you need? Again, when we come out here, we just like to come out and sit outside, enjoy the air, enjoy the sounds of nature, just not have people completely on top of you. Allow the dogs to cruise around, allow Quinn to cruise around. We'll probably, still can't make a play on some of these. This is listed for $650. This is a little higher than we can roll right now, but for anybody that's looking for something like this, it's a good fit. All right, so you guys got a chance to see some tours of what we're looking at now. What do you think has changed the most so far? Obviously price. What else has changed, do you think? Or is that just the major
price?
Yeah. It's pretty crazy to see the differences. There's obviously the one we talked about in the video that was listed, for $570 back in January, February, closed for $620, now is listed for $700 again. It's crazy to see what's going on. What have we learned neighborhood-wise? Because I think that's important to know. A lot of what we're trying to do here, not only for us, is to share this information with you guys on, for anybody who's going to be going through this same type of process, is how to pick out what neighborhood is right for you. What are you seeing neighborhood-wise right now?
Yeah, I like where we've stayed with our Airbnb. This is kind of I wouldn't say necessarily a hidden area, but it's just a really cute spot where we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
I got to see some neighborhoods in person that we've been looking at online. In our search last year, we didn't really get to hit through these neighborhoods, so I saw those for the first time. So Ponderosa Trails and Boulder Point, and both those are great. So I think it's almost kind of wide in our search a little bit, where we just see that there's so much to like up here.
Yeah, there is a ton of great neighborhoods. It's hard to really pinpoint, because we've seen so many good ones.
And I think I get sad a lot because there's really cool houses that come on the market and they're so unique, and they go really fast. It's stuff that's either too expensive for us, we lose out on, You know, and I get worried that, you know, that was kind of the last one, but there's so many unique, really cool houses around here where I just get surprised all the time of what's up here.
Anytime you think you missed out on like the gem of a lifetime, like something else pops up and you're like, wow, that looks pretty cool too.
Yeah, and just to see the houses like in this neighborhood and all the others, kind of, we've just driven around, it's just like, wow, there's so many cool things up here. You
definitely have to watch where you're going. Like obviously we talked about you know, in the beginning, you know, where we're at location-wise for this Airbnb and kind of the flooding that happened earlier. So you do have to be careful about, you know, getting into situations like that. But, you know, man, there's a lot of cool neighborhoods. I want to discuss too, like some of the things we've found that maybe is probably not a good fit for us. Might be good for you. For our reasons, maybe not a good fit for us, still might work for you. We love Continental Country Club, but there's a lot of areas within Continental Country Club that you cannot fence in your yard. So or you can have like maybe like a 10 by 10 pet fence, that type of thing, but we want like a fenced in area for our dogs and for Quinn.
Yeah, so a lot of those areas aren't going to really work for us, which there was some nice houses we liked, but
because
functionality-wise it didn't really work.
So that's been a challenge. There's really cool like acre lots kind of on the outskirts of town with some cool houses. Those have been interesting to look at a little bit. I don't think you've been able to tour them.
I did not see those. Yeah, you saw those that were really kind of north of town, and you know, you said it was really
like
windy up
Doney
there
Park,
and stuff like that, which I would never thought of. But
you get up there and it's, I mean, like. I mean, I went up on a clear day and there was like wind blowing everywhere up there. It just seems like it's out in like the plains. You don't have like the forest right here. Like we're surrounded by trees like in Flagstaff, and you kind of hit some of the outskirts and you get more plains. You still have the woods behind you, but it's a little different feel. So that hasn't been the best fit. We've talked about the neighborhood of Presidio. That neighborhood is huge and has listings popping up all over the place all the time. And it's basically, you know, a bunch of townhomes all kind of packed together. Really cute neighborhood when you drive through it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different options. It's probably one of the newer build areas, so a lot of the new, and if you go even further, there's a lot of new builds, so it's probably, I mean, been there for a few years, but you have townhomes, just your home's more pieced together, but, you know, if you want to live up here, have a house with some space and be semi-affordable, you're going to have to probably get a big yard, and that's kind of what we found over there. So it works
there's
for a lot of people.
Very small yards over there, and everybody's kind of on top of each other, and a lot of them, there's a few little spots that maybe aren't as bad.
I think we found that even too, we considered some of the new build communities, not only just in Presidio, but some of the others that were out there, and ultimately we're just not getting the kind of the backyard that we would want. With
or you just can't even get into it,
or you can't even get one.
It's the new build. Finding a new build right now is extremely challenging. You're on wait lists. Once you are open to having a chance and you're bidding against other people too, you're not really securing your price, and you don't know how long it's going to take to build. So that doesn't sound fun to us at all.
Yeah, it's just not something that we want to do.
Yeah. All right, let's give them some good news, Shan, because I think we want, I mean, you know, we don't want to end on a negative note while we're up here. We're going back to Phoenix in a couple days. I think good news, you know, from my point of view, is we're seeing a lot more houses starting to hit the market. We're seeing it, the same thing in Phoenix as well. We're seeing more hitting the market in Flagstaff. Obviously, it's a higher price point. We're not seeing a ton of properties. Ideally for us, right now,
there's some more that are kind of lingering for a couple days. You know,
we're seeing a lot of prices coming down. I've seen that a lot lately, like on the stuff that we're looking at where people are reducing price. We didn't see that before. So I think a lot of people are starting pretty high now and then maybe realizing that they might have to come down. You know, a lot of our problem before is, you know, anything that was good was getting multiple offers and then going well above list. And, you know, we were offering, you know, 40, 50K above, but there's only a certain amount where it's like, we can't waive the appraisal. We just don't have.
Yeah, we can't, you know, it's not like we come up with cash and can, you know, do anything. We have limits on what we can do. And unfortunately, we've missed out on some stuff, but we just have to be patient.
So now, at least we hopefully, you know, we won't have to deal with appraisal gaps, hopefully, because there's enough closed properties. And hopefully we're in a situation where we won't have to deal with as many multiple offers. And hopefully that's the same for you guys, not only if you're looking in Flagstaff, but also in Phoenix as well. We're just starting to see a little bit of a trend towards more listings, a little bit less buyer demand. It's kind of what we go through every year in the Arizona market, but it hopefully will help us. We'll kind of keep you guys posted on that.
We're optimistic for the fall, and if you know, maybe some more things come on the market and, you know, prices go down just a little bit, or at least in a way where there's more on the market that we're not completely fighting tooth and nail for every single house that looks good to us. So
yeah, we both feel like, you know, for what our needs are, that we feel like it's still a time that it's worth buying. Obviously, we all wish we could have bought a couple years ago and missed this craziness.
I was looking at, and there was like, oh man, if we could have done this, you know, even 18 months or 2 years ago, there looked like some steals on some great houses. Oh yeah,
coulda, woulda, shoulda. But we weren't able to do it back then, so it is what it is. So
can't even work,
but we're still trying right now. We still feel like it's a good time for us, and just because we love it up here, and if prices come down a little bit, we'll ride it out. But
we're, you know, at the park in the afternoon. In the summer, everybody's out playing ball and having like a birthday party, and we see all the, you know, the trails connecting to the park, and it just is one of those things where you're like, this is an awesome place. Like, I would love to be up here more often. Yeah. And even full time, maybe. We'll see.
It really is an amazing place. It gives us, you know, a different lifestyle than what we're used to down in Phoenix, and only 2 hours away. So it's great. So if you guys are going through this as well and you want any help on what the process is like, obviously reach out to us. We've gone through it. We know so much of what's going on. We're definitely here to help you guys out as well. Feel free to reach out and look at our other videos that we've done in Flagstaff. Kind of see that. That'll help you through the process as well. And yeah, any last parting words before we let people go?
Are you gonna go take me to see another house this afternoon?
No, maybe tomorrow. I'm done looking at houses.
But it's
for this trip.
It's my dream house. Be able to see it.
All right, I might have to go. Maybe I'll have to throw this one in too. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.